Techno GI, and today I'm doing a ugly sweater iPhone 6 Plus review. Ugly sweater just because we're going to an ugly sweater party in a little while. And the iPhone 6 Plus, I should say, because I've had this now for a couple weeks, and I just want to give you my impressions on it in a general review. There's been 10,000 videos on this talking about the specs, so I'm not really going to go into that. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts. I've been an Android user for the past 3 years. Started with a Note 2. The last time I owned an iPhone was the 3GS, and I always told myself if Apple made a bigger iPhone, then I would switch back. So with the 6 Plus, this is essentially the same size as my Note. So I wanted to give it another shot, and so far my impressions are this is by far the best phone that Apple's made. This is the best iPhone by far. My wife actually has the iPhone 6. And there's a few differences. The most important is the battery life. The battery life on this is awesome. That is my favorite feature of this. I mean, this thing will go, I could probably get 2 days out of this without having to charge it, and that's with pretty heavy use. So I've been unable to kill the battery on this thing, so the battery has been awesome. And you know, if you're familiar with iOS 8, you kind of know a lot of the features, but I'll show you real quick if you want. Zoom in. The difference is with the 6 Plus and the 6, the first difference is you can do this. With the iPhone 6, you're unable to do this, so you know, it's not necessarily a big deal, but is where it's cool is when you use your Mail. So with the Mail app, yeah, you get the pane on the side, so essentially it's just like the iPad. So that's one benefit of having that. Also, what you don't get, and you'll notice a little camera hump if you can see it. With the 6 and 6 Plus, the camera is the exact same as far as 8 megapixel and a 1.2 megapixel front camera, which sucks. But the 8 megapixel doesn't sound like a lot, but with the iPhone 6 Plus, you get the optical image stabilization. You actually don't have that in the 6, but with the 6 Plus, with the optical image stabilization, this camera within here actually moves, which is pretty cool. So it stabilizes, and low light shots on this are awesome. Like I said, I'm coming from a Galaxy Note 3, and the pictures on that, it was a 13 megapixel camera, were pretty good. But this actually, they look better, and you're really only going to see the difference when you try and zoom in quite a bit. But the camera on this is good. Video quality on it is good. If you look at my video previous to this, I filmed my previous 2 videos with the 6 Plus. So you'll be able to see the video quality. It's pretty good. Other than that, like I said, the whole bin gate thing. If you bend your iPhone, you're an idiot. First off, so I've had no issue with that. I've got a little case. It's just a simple case made by Spec. Got it at Best Buy. But bending issues. I mean, you can bend anything. I could bend my Note 3. I could bend my iPad if I wanted to, if you apply enough force. So if you're worried about the whole bend gate thing, don't. If you just take care of your phones, you're not going to bend them. And put it in your back pocket and sit on it. You may bend it, but again, you got to work to bend these things. So all those videos of people bending it is stupid. Yes, I could bend it. I could bend my iPad if I wanted to. So don't worry about that. But overall, I still miss Android as far as the customization. So I did jailbreak this so I can get a little more of the tweaks. But other than that, it's a good phone. Again, the battery life is probably the best feature and my favorite feature of this. Not to mention the handoff and continuity. I do like how I can use my iPad, take a call, send a message, vice versa from this, and I can do it with my iMac. So the main reason I wanted to switch to Apple again was for the ecosystem. But as far as customization goes, I still prefer Android. But if you get this phone, you won't be disappointed. Like I said, I've been an Android user for the past 3 years. A few things I'm getting used to. Mostly I miss my Google Now, but there is a Google app for iOS, which does give you Google Now. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Just to give you an idea. So yeah, with the, if you didn't know it, with the Google app, you swipe up and you got Google Now. So that was the big thing I was missing from my Google, and also I missed the stylus. So Apple did do a pretty good job with this phone, but however, I wouldn't call it a phablet. to me, a phablet is something you can do productivity, mostly, the Note series phones. In my opinion, the Notes are really the only true phablet out there because you can do multi-window, multitasking, and using the stylus. With this, it's just the supersized iPhone experience, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But so far, I'm quite satisfied with this. I'm happy with it. Again, I did jailbreak it, so there's quite a few tweaks I can use on this that I like. And if you want to jailbreak it, it's pretty simple. Just Google it or send me a message and I'll show you how. But it's jailbroken with a Taiji, and it is legal to jailbreak your device, so don't freak out about that. But again, overall, one thing I didn't mention was the fingerprint scanner. Works well. I use it quite a bit. I use it to lock and unlock my device. It's probably about a 95% first time go success rate. But again, I love the design, love the battery. The battery is just, I can't say enough about the battery. It actually blows my Galaxy Note 3 away when it comes to battery life. This thing seems like it'll outlast my iPad battery. So I've been unable to kill a battery, but as you can see, highly satisfied, good screen. I was kind of torn between this and the Galaxy Note Edge, but I'm kind of glad I went back for the time being, at least until we'll see what the next iteration brings. But other than that, if you have any questions, please like and subscribe, and leave any questions in the comments.